look, I have two more artists that I can go off on tonight, and they're not necessarily rock because let's face it, hip hop has been around for over a long time now. I'd like to touch on two hip hop artists that I really do respect a lot and I like a lot that came around in the 2000s, and we'll end on one of them. But let's talk about Jay-Z for a second, right?
Hey, Chewy is a
Jay-Z, and Bill is just itching to get off air right now. At this point, we're like, oh God. But Jay-Z, what? You want to talk about some of the best hip hop in general, regardless of where it is, like regardless of what year it came out. And Jay-Z is one of those guys who is an incredible rapper, incredible hip hop artist. And my opinion, he's one of the GOATs. He is Juice WRLD and all these crap trap hip hop wannabe acts who don't know how to rap at all, in my opinion. Jay-Z puts them to shame. Jay-Z is one of those guys who just does an incredible job. The Blueprint, Empire State of Mind, 99 Problems, Dirt on Your Shoulder. The guy is an incredible rapper. He's awesome. So, but I mean, he also did a Black album too, which is even funnier. He did the Black album in 2003 or 4. I forget when it was, Bill.
Oh, I forgot it too.
Yeah, but it was great. And the Blueprint as well was pretty good as well. But Jay-Z is one of those artists who I actually really respect him as an artist. He actually, I know we talk about rock on the show. Why we talk about this? Jay-Z is one of those artists. He'll be around for a long time too. He's not going to go anywhere. Him and Beyonce. Yeah, what can you say? But still.
He disappointed. He angered a lot of people when he married Beyonce.
Yeah, and he's like, and the two of them are happily married. Don't get me wrong, but everyone's like, "Oh, Beyonce, really? I wanted to get her too." You know, still whatever. But Jay-Z, incredible rapper, incredible performer too. And it's funny. I go back to that list from Rolling Stone magazine, where it's like he actually had, where they list the top 50 acts to go see live in 2013. He was like number 5. Or number 6, I forget. He was up there in the top 5 best live acts to go see right now in 2013. That tells me something about him as a performer, tells me something about him as a rapper, tells me something about him as a person. Jay-Z, if you're out there listening to us, we love you here at the Super Review Show. You're awesome.
You are awesome, Jay-Z.
Yes, and by the way, based on Aaron Judge's 61st home run, we're currently in an Empire State of Mind, baby.
Yes, we are.
After that news broke a couple of minutes ago. All right, Bill, I have one more for you, and then we can wrap it up for tonight. Do you have any others you want to do it all or no?
Should we talk about Beyonce or?
Nah, it's okay.
Should we pick out Adam Levine some more, or should we just let him suffer on his own?
We'll talk about them in the 2010s.
Okay,
they were much more dominant in like 2010 on, truthfully. But yeah. So, anyways. Jay-Z, get on it. He's one of the GOATs. But this man ain't got nothing on Eminem.
Oh.
Marshall Mathers, if you're out there and you're listening to us in any capacity, whether it be on YouTube or whether it be on podcast, you are the GOAT. You are the greatest of all time. And people look up to you and not look up to anyone else. You are one of the GOATs of hip hop. You are one of the best to ever do it. You are one of the best people to ever rap on the earth. You were influenced by Run DMC. You were influenced by Coolio, Naughty by Nature. You outraged parents in the 2000s and taught the world to lose yourself in the moment before you got to let it go. Eminem, you are one of the GOATs of all time. There's a reason why he's been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year. I don't know if you knew that, Bill.
Yeah, I think you told me.
It's funny. Ironically enough, he inducted Run DMC into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but he is now in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So it's funny because it's like, oh, there's such thing as the Rap Hall of Fame. Well, it's from the same blues music led to rock and rap. Deal with it, people. It's just the truth. But Marshall Mathers as Eminem The dude is a freaking goat. If him and Jay-Z toured,
You go.
I would go. I would go. No doubt. I would go to see Eminem and Jay-Z down the same tour. They did that in like 2003 or 4, I think, or 2005. I mean, it's funny how I'm gonna just throw some shade at someone in particular. My cousins.
Family drama.
Family drama. Here we go, kids. Just I'm gonna educate you wannabe rapper kids out there. You want to talk to me? Come back and talk to me in 10 years when trap music and rap is not only just the mainstream, but someone out there has consistently delivered incredible hip hop music for over 25 years. Come back and talk to me when Juice WRLD is forgotten about because he's not good at all. Come back and talk to me in the next 20, 30 years when these artists who are started in 1999 with my name is, who started in 1999, who had one of the longest running #1 hit songs in the history of music in general, regardless of genre. You want to talk to me about chart hits? Lose Yourself by Eminem was a #1 hit song on the Billboard Hot 100 in the United States of America for 12 weeks straight. For 12 weeks straight, everyone was like, lose yourself in the moment. For 12 weeks, that was the #1 song. And he was the first rapper to win an Oscar. Thank you, Bill. The dude is incredible. He is one of the GOATs. Jizz World's got nothing on this guy, okay? Eminem is one of the best to ever do it. That is not an opinion. That is a fact. You can ask anyone in the music industry that in general. They will say Eminem is one of the best to do it ever. They say Jay-Z is one of the best to do it ever. They will go back to one of these two, if not Eminem, and say, oh, well, or even Dr. Dre, like another one too. He was more in the 90s though, but still, like Eminem, you want to talk about one of the best to ever do it. You got to talk about Eminem. I would go see him if he toured. Hands down. So, Bill, do you have any comments for Eminem?
Well, did you know that Eminem actually did not show up at the Oscars
I did.
Because he thought he didn't have a chance of winning, so he sent a friend of his.
Yeah, he sent a friend of his to go collect his Oscar. And because he won an Oscar for collecting, he collected an Oscar for Lose Yourself, and because it was a song written for a movie. So he wrote the song, and he rapped it out and whatnot too. And he won the Oscar, the first rap artist to ever win that Oscar. And he's like, I'm not going to win. He fell asleep with his daughter watching TV or whatever.
And in 2020, he actually came back and got to do his Oscar performance finally.
Yes, he did. That's right. Back in January, February of 2020, right before COVID hit. So, but bottom line, Eminem is one of the best to ever do it, period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, Brendan and Patrick Mahoney, your trap shit. Eminem is one of the best to ever do it, ever.
You know what?
This is one of the best rappers of all time.
You know what? I know this is, again, it's a 2010 album, but have you ever listened to his Recovery album?
I actually have, yes.
It's actually about his recovering from drugs and everything.
Yep.
And by the way, when he went through like AA and drug rehab stuff, you know who his sponsor was?
Who?
Sir Elton John.
Wow. That tells you something too. I mean, if Elton John's got, he's friends with him too, so.
Elton John was his, because like here's the thing, you know what? As much as I like Eminem, I kind of don't think this was his finest hour.
What,
he
for
made
Revival?
some allegedly homophobic slurs.
Oh, yeah, I heard about this, yeah.
And then in 2003 at the Grammys, he got Elton John to play with him. Because for those of you who don't know by now, Elton John is gay.
Yes.
And I I feel like Eminem just did it. See, I'm not homophobic. I have a gay friend. See, I'm not homophobic. Like, you know, those people. Yeah, you know what? We're not gonna get into that, but
no, we don't have to.
But Eminem is
One of the best.
no one of the best. And you know what? With Recovery album, you know that song, Stand There and Watch Me, you know, just gonna stand there and watch me burn.
I love the way you lie. Yep.
Yeah, love the way you lie. It makes me think, I wonder if Eminem, because for those who don't know, earlier this week, Rihanna was announced she's gonna be doing that Super Bowl halftime show.
And she sung on that song.
I wonder if Eminem's gonna
He might pop out. Who knows?
well, he popped out last year.
Well, he was one of the main acts for the Super Bowl halftime show. But if
And
if
everybody was
Rihanna
freaking out because he took a knee, and they
Yeah.
thought it had to do with you know what, but it actually had to do with he was paying tribute to either Tupac or Biggie.
yeah, one of those two.
But yeah, I wonder if Eminem's going to pop up for the Super Bowl halftime show.
I wonder as well. I mean, I'm not like. I mean, I'm curious. I mean, they originally said Taylor Swift, but I'm like, I'm not sure. So
I gotta
we'll talk about her.
Taylor
We'll
Swift,
talk about her. We'll talk about her next week. She's way too. She was huge in like 2008 or 9. So we're gonna talk about her next week.
Yeah, that's next week, folks.
Yeah, so don't worry.